Hi everyone, I wanted to go over some basic preps for the new people on my channel that are just trying to prepare for the times ahead. A lot of people on my channel are talking about preparing, about what's going to happen in case there's a war in the Middle East, in case there's a solar flare. So I just wanted to make this video to help some people out and give them some guidance on what they might need. Now, the first thing on the list, of course, is water. Water is probably the most important item out of everything I'm going to talk about, because a person cannot live without water for more than 3 days. Now, a good way to judge on how much water you need is you have to judge 4 bottles of water per person per day. So, if you have 4 people in your family, that's 16 bottles of water per day. Or, of course, you can start storing water if you have the facilities to do so from your local reservoir or even your sink. Another item on the list is, of course, non-perishable food. If the electricity fails, you will not be able to store things like fruits, vegetables, milk, cheese. You'll have to store things that are in canned goods, or rice, beans, or dried goods. I like to store corn, because corn can be made in a variety of ways. But non-perishable foods or any canned goods that you enjoy are another essential. This item on the list is something that people really forget about. If the power fails, your trusty can opener, your electric can opener, will no longer work. So that's why it's always good to have a manual can opener. Or I like to say, have a backup for a backup. Have a few of these around the house. In case one breaks, you always have a backup. So that's another thing that's very important to have, a manual can opener. Now the next item is something that people may not understand why you need these matches. If you have a gas stove in your house and you want to cook, well, if the power goes out, people, the pilot will no longer work unless you light the pilot. So you have to turn on the stove, and the only thing that'll be coming out of the stove is gas. All you have to do is light the gas stove, and you've got heat to heat the food up. And here is an item that I like to say, this is the security item. When it's dark out, people usually panic, and to give a sense of security in case of a power outage or just a power failure in general, it's always good to have lights around the house. Now I like to use these tap lights, or these battery-operated bulbs that are very economical, very easy to use, but they do take batteries, so make sure you have the appropriate batteries for the device. Lastly, I want to talk about if you want to hear news items about your situation in your local district. It's always good to have a hand-crank radio on hand to make sure that you have local news coming through, so you know exactly what's going on and you get updated information. Now I realize this is the basics of the basics, folks, and there's a lot more you can get, but these I feel are the most important, and this is good in any starters prep supplies. Take it easy, people. Stay safe. Bye.